Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome biggity back, y'all. Hey, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello. My name is Kelsi, and I'm here for you guys as often as I can be to talk about my VSG journey and other things. It's my hope that through these videos you're able to find the answers to questions you've been looking for, or the path to choosing surgical weight loss is made that much easier. Hey, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of Vlogmas Week. I still don't know what to call this, so if you guys have any suggestions on what to call these little weeks or these 2 weeks of content that I'm putting out for you guys, drop it in the Drop it in the comment section down below so that I can give this a general name to call it, because I'm tired of saying whatever it is that I've been saying in these past videos, because whoo child. Anyways, I hope you guys don't mind my fresh face in a couple videos. I am gearing up for a makeup and VSG video, which requires me to have a fresh baby face for the world. So up until I do that video, I'll have a fresh face in a couple of videos, and then of course you'll see the same makeup look in a couple of videos. Neither here nor there, that you don't care. That's just the magic of YouTube. But anyways, today, we're going to be talking about head hunger versus actual physical hunger. I get a lot of questions about that. It's really an interesting dynamic. So I thought that I would name off some things and kind of help you guys identify the difference between head hunger and also actual physical, realistic, you're actually hungry and need to eat hunger. So the first telltale sign of head hunger, it typically comes on sudden with no relation to anything that you've previously eaten. It's just there, like, boom, feed me. I'm here. I'm ready to eat. I got to eat right now. And when it comes to actual physical hunger, it comes over time and it grows in intensity. Meaning, let's say for instance, you're like, oh, I could eat. And then it just kind of slowly grows, and it kind of grows on you until you're kind of like, oh God, okay, all right, I gotta eat. If I don't eat, I'm gonna pass out. Head hunger, on the other hand, it comes on, boom, automatically at level 10. You're ready to eat, and you have to eat right then. And that's the way that I've been able to identify it, like at least for me. I know that if it's something that just comes on immediately, and I'm like, whoa, gotta eat right now, I know that it's typically a head hunger thing. And if I drink some water or kind of occupy my mind, it will kind of reset that hunger thing that I'm going through. The second way to identify a head hunger is going to be, you're going to crave particular food. You're going to crave sweet things, salty things, chips, cookies, ice cream, Taco Bell, Burger King, nothing but cake. I mean, things like that. Typically, when you are hungry, physically, really, and not mentally, it doesn't matter what you eat. You could sit down and eat a bologna sandwich, but as long as you are satiated and you are feeding and nourishing your body, you're typically okay. But when it comes to a head hunger, it's definitely feeding something that you feel or you wish that you have, or something that you think you deserve for doing well or having a long day, or, wanting to pass time. Those are the differences that I've been able to spot in between head hunger and actual physical hunger. I hope that makes sense. What am I doing with my hands? Tell y'all. The next telltale sign is going to be, as I stated, you're going to want to eat right away. There is no waiting. There is no okay, let me get home, I can make a good nutritious meal. It's boom, I've got to get some Taco Bell on the way home. Or, oh God, it's not going to hurt me to stop and grab some Popeye's chicken. It's not going to hurt me to grab, because I've got to eat right now. I can't wait. I can't do it. Gotta eat immediately. Typically, that is a telltale sign of head hunger. As far as physical hunger, you can typically wait. Even though you're hungry, you can kind of push it out. You can be like, okay, I know I have a Caesar salad waiting at home. I'm just gonna wait until I get home, tough it out, and I'll be okay when I get home. But the major thing about head hunger is it comes on suddenly, strongly, and it's like an immediate urgency to eat. And you feel like the world is going to fall apart if you don't get to eat right then. Another way to identify head hunger, it's typically associated with emotions: anger, frustration, sadness, happiness, and you can also attribute it to some sort of activity. A good way to define that would be if you typically eat popcorn with a movie or watching a movie, you're going to automatically feel like, I could go for some popcorn right now when you sit down to watch a movie, or you're going to feel like you want to snack or eat on something because typically you're eating something when you're watching movies or TV. Actual physical hunger, on the other hand, it's going to occur because you actually need to eat, because your body is craving and needing the nutrients that food provides. And so typically, it doesn't occur like behind any feeling or behind any emotion, or, if you're doing a certain activity, that feeling to snack or to eat doesn't come on. It's just a natural thing that happens, like, okay, your body's telling you, hey, feed me, I need to eat. So that's how you can kind of discern as well. Another thing to point out with head hunger, binging and overeating, it's very common when you are dealing with head hunger, because you feel as though you need or you deserve or you desire to eat whatever it is that you're craving. So you're going to eat more of it. You're going to consume more of it over a period of time. Either you pick at it over a long day because, you're like, okay, I deserve this. I'm going to eat this. And because I have it here, I'm just going to eat it all at one time. I may not be able to eat it in one sitting like I used to be able to, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna eat it. And I have an example of that. So I had a really bad day at work. I would say this about 2 weeks ago, and I was just really upset, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to Cheesecake Factory and I'm gonna get a celebration cake cheesecake slice because I deserve it, because I've had such a horrible day. So why not? And keep in mind, I had already eaten. I wasn't hungry. I just felt like I deserved a piece of cheesecake. So I go to Cheesecake Factory. I get this beautiful piece of cheesecake that I was just so excited to try. I get home and I eat a couple bites and I'm like, oh, why did I do this? And then I'm like, I'm not going to eat anymore. And then I put it in the refrigerator. And over the course of that night, I ate the whole piece of cheesecake. I don't know if you guys know how thick and big a piece of Cheesecake Factory cheesecake is, but listen, I shouldn't have been eating it, but I directly contributed it to me being upset, to me, feeling some kind of way. And it was definitely my head and my mind telling me, you deserve this, you need this, get it, eat it. And it's something that is so programmed into our minds, like for previous to, I'm sorry if you guys can hear my dryer throwing up gang signs. I swear it sounds like it's shooting somebody. I don't know what's going on with my dryer, but just ignore it. It's such a programmed thing in our mind for us to feel like we have to reward ourselves with food to help us overcome something bad. And so, I look at that and I'm like, God, every time I ate that cheesecake, I felt sick, but I still was like, I'm going to eat this. I'm going to eat it because I deserve it. And it was definitely my mind. It was my head telling me, Kelsi, you had a long day. You deserve to eat it. Eat it, regardless of the consequences. I also attribute that to food addiction, but definitely a head hunger thing, because I wasn't hungry. I didn't need to eat anything. I was fully satiated from lunch earlier that day, but because I had gone through something, I was like, yep, it's time to get a piece of cheesecake. And had I have just listened to my body, I probably could have gotten some fruits and veggies or made a salad when I got home if I really felt like I needed to eat something. But because it was a head hunger, it was an impulse to do it right then, right there. I had to immediately satisfy that urge. There was no stopping. It was kind of like, it was almost like inevitable. It was like a force that I could not break through. And, it really made me feel bad mentally and physically. So I definitely attribute that to head hunger. Another thing to look at when it comes to head hunger, you will immediately feel guilt after eating things that you are not supposed to eat. I.e. the cheesecake. I would take a couple bites and I'm like, oh my God, I feel like shit. Why did I do this? Why am I doing this to myself? I feel so guilty. I feel horrible. I'm a horrible person. And I would go and I would sit down for about 30 to 45 minutes, maybe an hour. And then I'd be like, I still got cheesecake in there. So I would go in there and I'd eat a couple bites, feel like shit for an hour and a half to 2 hours again, tell myself I'm a horrible person, and then go in there and eat another for a couple of bites of this cheesecake until it was just done. It was like this endless cycle of abuse that I was putting myself through. And I'm like, God, what is going on in my mind to where I feel like I have to do this to myself, or why am I doing this to myself? Oh my God, the cheesecake is so good. Oh, you're a horrible person. Cheesecake is delicious. Oh my God, I'm going to throw up. Oh, the cheesecake is, that's literally what I did. And the entire time until it was gone. And the immense sickening feelings of guilt, the shame. You know, I was like, oh my God, what would people think about me? If they could see me right now doing what I'm doing, what would people think about me? Not that it matters, but definitely strong feelings of guilt, you know, shame, all of the above. When it comes to regular hunger, just physical hunger, when you eat, you'll feel full, you'll feel satisfied, and you'll feel good about the choices that you have made about the food that you're putting into your body. There won't be any reason to be ashamed. There won't be any reason to feel guilt. There won't be any reason to be like, you know, what the hell are you out here doing? And so, yeah, pay attention to those things. Like if you find yourself eating something and you feel guilty or shameful after, kind of revisit what it is that you've eaten and see if you're able to revamp or substitute it for something else in the future. So now that we've talked about some signs of head hunger and physical hunger, let's talk about how to deal with head hunger. The easiest way that I've been able to overcome issues with head hunger is to occupy my mind. Meditation, yoga, cleaning my house, watching TV, playing games, walking, doing whatever I can to take my mind away from food, to take my mind away from the need to put something in my mouth. And that often helps, but sometimes it doesn't. But you really have to think, is this worth eating? Is this good for me? Is this nutritional? Is this going to benefit my weight loss? Always revisit those thoughts. Always think about those things and try your hardest to be good to your body. You've been given this amazing, amazing opportunity to lose weight, the amazing opportunity to restrict your body, to restrict your calories, and to revamp your lifestyle. You don't want to fall back into old and really bad habits of eating things that aren't good for you, because it can really kind of snowball and get you to where you're going a little bit slower than what you intend. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, short, sweet, and to the point. I hope it helps you guys identify what head hunger is versus what actual physical and real hunger is. If you guys have any questions or you need any more information, drop it in the comment section down below. Hit me up at kdwmyvsgjourney@gmail.com. Or, as always, hit me up on Instagram and DMs. I may not respond directly back to you, but just know I am looking at your questions and they will be addressed sooner or later. I love you guys. You could have been anywhere else in this YouTube planet, but you chose to be here with me. All right, you guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Don't be surprised if you see me in the same shirt, because I am recording a couple of videos at the same time to ensure that I get out all of my content for you guys. So don't think I'm just a dirty person that doesn't take a bath. All right, you guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. And if you haven't, and you would like to, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on that notification bell so you never miss a video when this face uploads one. Also, if you want to join a really cool community that has really cool conversations and is a safe place to talk about hard things, join my YouTube group, One Bite at a Time. We would love to have you over there. I'm telling you. I mean, we are a welcoming and inclusive crowd over there. I mean, we are doing our thing. You guys are fantastic, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace from the Middle East. I'm in Alabama. Please don't unsubscribe. Bye.